Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Sarah, and today I would love to review this wig for you, which is called Coco by Envy in the color medium blonde. Now, if you'd like to know how long she is exactly, how the color is composed, what special features she has, how the cap looks from the inside, and how I like her, then stick around and let's get started. So this is Coco by Envy. And it's actually my second Envy style I get to try and review for you. The first one belongs to me, which is the Dakota in Platinum Shadow, I think was the color name. I don't really remember. And this one belongs to my friend and wig sister, Tina, who is so kind and generous to offer me her complete wig collection, which is quite big, and keeps sending me some styles so I can try them on and review them for you. And I'm really happy and glad I get the chance. So Tina, thank you ever so much. Since this is the second Envy style, I have to admit I'm still not really convinced about the brand. But of course it's a big and popular brand, and a lot of people love Envy wigs. So I suppose it's just the less expensive models that aren't really meeting my expectations. And since everyone is raving about their mixed fiber styles that are 30% human hair and 70% heat-defined synthetic, I'm really looking forward to getting one of these, also from Tina, who has one and will send it to me. So I can't wait to see what the quality and craftsmanship on that style is. And of course, I'm also keen on getting to know these fibers that everyone is raving about, since they must really feel extremely well, since it is human hair, of course, but also the blend with the HD synthetic seems to be really nice. Now this style here is another retro look, which I actually like and also have. And with this one, I feel like a 1950s housewife. I think with the wave and curl pattern, the length and everything, it could be a hairdo from the late 1940s or early 50s. And generally, I really love retro looks that are glamorous, and this one is no exception. I think it's a really cute style. I'm just not too keen on the special features, but we'll come to that in a minute. But let's talk about the color first. Now this is medium blonde. Unfortunately, there is no color code, so I can't really tell you what colors are combined in this blend. Now Envy describes this color as a soft golden blonde highlighted with bubbly champagne blonde. I really like the description, even more than the color itself. Now I can only guess what colors they use. I think there might be a 613 in here, the French vanilla blonde, and the 22 would be the champagne blonde, and I think the basic color could be anything between a 24 and a 26, which are both golden blondes, a little lighter and a little darker. And I think I also spotted a little bit of strawberry blonde in natural daylight. It's definitely a warm color, and it's not light and not dark, it's just in the middle, so that's why they call this a medium blonde. Of course, it's an unrooted color, which always looks really realistic when it comes to the lace and mono features. But as you know, I do prefer rooted colors, since I think all in all they look more realistic than the unrooted styles. I can't say that I don't like the color, it's just one I wouldn't buy or wear, since I prefer the very light ashy and platinum blondes. Now the wig features a temple-to-temple lace front that is not extended and a left side monofilament part. And of course I'm going to show you this from up close, as always. Now the lace front is definitely well done. It's not too densely knotted. I think the density is perfect. Now as you can see, the lace is really visible. And there's quite some excess lace, which I would cut off. I don't think the lace color matches my foundation well. Usually the lace is lighter than this. I don't know why it looks darker in this case, but I'm sure if you did cut this back to the hairline, it would be less visible and look even more realistic. Now here's the seam where the lace meets the cap. And this, for example, is one of the things I don't like. Not only can you see the cap, but also there's a thread peeking out from underneath. But other than that, I think the seams are disguised quite well. What I also don't like is the ear tab. As you can see, it doesn't really lay flat. It's a very harsh line. Even if I push it down, it keeps popping back up. You can see a shadow there and also parts of the cap. This is what I was talking about when I said I wasn't really fond of the special features or the craftsmanship of this wig. So you really have to pay attention to pull your hair into your face so this isn't visible. And the monofilament part is also, as you can see or not see, knotted way too densely for my taste, which means you would have to pluck a lot to make this look more realistic. Now, like I said, I think the lace front looks quite realistic, but the rest of the cap is not so well done, in my opinion. Now, I will show you the length all around the screen, so I won't have to bore you with any numbers, and we can talk about permatease next. This wig has permatease all around. I can feel it in the back and on top, and also a lot of permatease on the sides. It's really heavy permatease, but I think it's needed with the open wefted cap to hide the wefts and the net of the cap, and also to give it volume. So as long as there's no visible permatease, I really don't mind that. The density of the fibers is medium, I would say. It's not a high density, but not a low density either. I think it's just right. It doesn't feel too heavy. It's just right, in my opinion. Now, the fibers in this case are not heat defiant, of course. They are regular synthetic, and they unfortunately come with the negative sides of synthetic fibers, which means for one, you can't change the style with your heat tools, which really isn't a problem, since I wouldn't change this style at all. I mean, you get a wig for a certain style, and why would you want to change it then? But the other thing is that I think the synthetic fibers in this case are really shiny. Partly because of the color, of course, and the bright lights, but also outside in natural daylight, I think it looks quite shiny. Now, I'm pretty sure Tina hasn't worn this wig a lot, and she hasn't used any dry shampoo or soaked it or washed it, which all helps against the shine. So I think there are things you could do to reduce the shine if you don't like it. Now, would I wear this wig to the office or running errands? I don't think so, but a dress up for a motto party or a 1950s themed party, this would of course be perfect and nevertheless look good and realistic. Okay, now let me show you the style from all sides, and after that, like I said, also outside in natural daylight. So, do you like the style? Would you wear it, or do you even have it? Please let me know in the comments below. I would love to know. Now, let's try her with glasses, as always. And although it has quite some permatease on the sides, it's not a problem to put on glasses, which sometimes doesn't glide in as easily. And sometimes you even get stuck with all the permatease. But in this case, it's not a problem. And I would say this style is definitely glasses friendly. Okay, now let's have a look at that color outside in natural daylight, and today even in direct sunlight. How do you like the color? Do you prefer unrooted colors? Would you wear it, or do you even have it? I think the color blend is done well and it looks realistic, but it's definitely not a color for me. Okay, now last but not least, let's have a look at the cap from the inside. So here's the cap from the inside. Here you can see the lace front that is not extended, like I said, and it seamlessly goes into that mono part, which is quite deep and also quite wide, so you have some parting space. Now on the sides, she has those ear tabs that I really don't like at all. As you can see, there are hardly fibers sewn in, and here on the end, you can even see the cap without any fibers. Then there are open wefts. It's really scratchy, and I think they just used too little fibers, and this is really not well done. The rest of the cap is also open wefted, so is the nape, which is also scratchy and itchy. It doesn't have the felt covering like the others have, and the adjustable straps are those bra type pull strap adjusters, which I'm not a fan of either. So overall, this is rather a cheap cap and not really well done. Okay, that was my review of Coco. I hope you liked it and it's helpful. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe to my channel so you won't miss my future videos, and there's a new one coming out each Friday at least. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments below and I will definitely reply. Now, thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I hope you're well, stay that way, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye. Although they, but of course it's a big and I think there might be a 614 in here, or 613, 613, and they come with the they unfortunately come with the negative sides of synthetic fibers. Now, if you like this style, you might also like this one, or maybe this one, or even both.